Hi everybody, it's Miss Larkin speaking. I'm just going to be here today just to talk you through our Key Stage 3 remote learning timetable. If you are a parent of somebody in Key Stage 4 or 5, this may still help because after I've explained the timetable, I am then going to talk through how to access live lessons, how to use the Google Calendar, and obviously how to use Google Classroom to submit assignments and of course to view those set by your teacher. So as you can see on the screen behind me, this is our updated Key Stage 3 live provision and self-directed provision remote timetable. Now, just want to draw your attention to the fact that now our timings are slightly different for our lessons because they now run parallel with our Key Stage 4 lessons. This is for ease of timetable, and it's to make sure that we've got as many teachers available as possible to deliver these live lessons. So, first of all, obviously I'm looking at the Year 7 timetable. Below is the Year 8 and below that is Year 9. They all run on the exact same format. A lesson that is in yellow is a live lesson that is set via Google Meet. A lesson that is in purple is a self-directed lesson where the work will be set on Google Classroom for your son or daughter to access and to get on with in an independent fashion and submit to their teacher. These purple lessons are still vitally important because they are a part of our remote learning provision, and they are so key that students sit in a self-directed way and have a chance and have a time to digest anything that was on the live lesson, to digest any of the instructions from the assignment, and to therefore then be able to submit a piece of work. So it's vitally important that students engage with this timetable. You'll see there are other slots that are left blank. They're left blank so that students can use these from a wellbeing point of view to do some exercise, obviously maybe to go for a walk, get out of the house for a moment just to get some fresh air. But of course they're there to also catch up on any of the assignments that they may have to do that they may have missed out or forgotten to do, or potentially taken them slightly longer. So those hours are also vitally important that we leave those like so, okay? So that's our Key Stage 3 remote learning timetable, and it's really important that we stick to that, and it's obviously really important that your son or daughter gets onto those live lessons that are colour-coded in yellow, as you can see. So once you've seen the timetable, obviously it's really then important to get onto those live lessons. I'm going to show you how to do that first, and then I'll have a look at Google Classroom. So I'm going to start by opening a tab. I've already got onto a tab that I've already previously opened. I'm in my Drive at the moment. I'm not in my emails because I don't want to obviously have my emails on the screen. So I'm just showing you my Drive. Now, the golden rule here is obviously to sign into your email account. So I've obviously already signed in, and that's my email account there, and I'm already signed in, okay? Once you've signed in to your Roding Valley High School email account, always go to the 9 dots. Once you've clicked on the 9 dots, this is where it can take you to anywhere you need to be for remote learning. So you can either go onto your emails, really important, you can go onto your classroom, very important, or you can go onto your calendar. And I would say these 3 things are the most important. Obviously, you can use all of these things as well on here too. So you can use the Drive if you want to store your lesson notes. You can use slides if you'd like to create notes, obviously docs as well. But I'm going to talk you through how to get onto the live lessons. And this is the easiest way, okay? The easiest way to get onto your live lessons is to go through the calendar, okay? So I'm going to click on the calendar now. And your son or daughter will also have a calendar that looks a bit like this. Now, mine's obviously a bit more full because I've got standard things on there that I'd normally be doing right now if I was in school, or if I'm not at school, I'm still doing some of these things, okay? And straight away, you'll see that I'm already scheduled to be in some live lessons myself because I've had a calendar invite that's been sent to me by my teacher. Can I please stress that the only way that your calendar will look like this and look nice and set out for the day if your son or daughter has accepted the calendar invite that's been sent to them by their teacher in email, okay? So once they've looked at their emails, and again, I'm not going to look at mine for safety reasons today, but when they see the calendar invite that will say, Mr. So-and-so or Miss Larkin has invited you to, they've got to click yes. Once they click yes, it will appear on this lovely calendar here, and it will create for them a routine for the day, which we are strongly advising that your son or daughter does, okay? So I've got a year 9 biology lesson today at 9 o'clock, as an example, and this is what it will look like. So it's even got a nice little message here from the teachers in the science department, and it says, "Dear all, please make sure to join by click on join with Google Meet." Okay, so that's simple. I click join with Google Meet, and it will take me to a screen that looks like this. Okay, you can see nobody else is present at the moment. There's no early birds at the moment. They've got 8 minutes to go. And you can see that this is the screen that your son or daughter will have. Now, I would strongly advise that they join the meet with their microphone muted and their camera off. Okay, and then they can join the meeting by clicking join now. Okay, I'm going to come off that meeting because I'm not a member of the year 9 cohort, so therefore I'm not going to join that lesson. But it's that simple, okay? So just to go back to the calendar view, that is what it'll look like. As an example, look, I'm on a live lesson at 10 o'clock today with my year 12s. I'll click join with Google Meet and I'm in that lesson. It is that simple, okay? If your son or daughter is struggling to find links, potentially they haven't accepted their calendar invite, then of course, go to email and search for calendar invites. Scroll through the inbox and you'll see it in the title, you have been invited to. Make sure you've clicked yes and they'll all appear on this lovely calendar here for you. And it's nice and straightforward to use, okay? We've had a couple of different systems going on over the past couple of weeks just to try and navigate the best way of doing this. And all our teachers from Monday will be sending calendar invites. What I will say as well is if you're really, really struggling and you can't find the calendar invite, of course, then go to the Google Classroom, because all these systems and applications, they work together and they write to each other. And it may be the case that a quicker way of getting in, if you can't find the calendar invite and if you can't see it on your calendar, is to just go into the Google Classroom and see if the teacher has posted the link in there. And you'll see up here, I'm in the Anglo-Saxon classroom for our year 10s. There's a link up here, and it could be the case that if it's not been sent out, it's also posted in here too. We're just trying to post it in as many places as possible so that all students don't miss the link. However, your first port of call is your Google Calendar, okay? And that is the first port of call to find those Google Meet links, okay? Now, I also thought I'd show you just a bit about how to get on with your self-directed work, okay? And this, again, is the easiest way of doing this. So again, I get to Google Classroom by clicking on the 9 dots and clicking on Classroom, and I'll have a screen that looks like this. My screen looks slightly different because I've got Teacher View, but it's very, very similar. Okay, so you've got all your classes listed here. I'm in a lot of classes, as you can see. Okay, so let's say I want to then look at what assignments I've got due in. The easiest way of doing this, and I know a lot of our students do this already, but it's a great little tip that I showed everyone during the last lockdown. Click on the To Do button. Now, I've got no assignments due in because I'm the one setting them. So I don't have any assignments due in, lucky me. But your son or daughter will probably have quite a few assignments listed there, and their assignments should all be listed here, okay? And what the great thing about the to-do list is it tells you in order of when they're due. So then your son or daughter can prioritise that work, they can get on with it, and they can get on to submitting it, okay? They don't have to use the to-do option, but I really like it. Another way of seeing your work is to go into the classroom that you're looking at the work for. I'm going to go into the history one, click on classwork, and all the assignments will appear here. You can see that here we've got a task that's due in on the 12th of January. I click on that. There's a lovely message there from Miss Preston. She's got a video to watch and some Google Slides here, and then you can obviously hand it in. To hand the assignment in, click View Assignments. Okay. Now I can't hand in. I haven't got a hand in option on here because I'm a teacher and I'm not a student, so therefore I can't hand it in. But when you click View Assignment from a student view, you will have a little button in the corner that says Hand It In. Click Hand It In, and then you've got the option to submit your work in loads of different ways. You can either grab your phone and take a picture of your work and attach the picture, or if your son or daughter has been typing their work, potentially they've been using Google Docs, they get to it like this. Potentially they've been creating a new document to submit. They may be typing their assignment. Maybe it's the history assignment. Their work will go below, and they can attach that document there to their Google Classroom assignment and submit it to their teacher. So just to go back to that option then, the to-do list is really, really important on your Google assignments, and it's vitally important that you do that because it's something that can really, really help students navigate the platform. Okay, thank you so much for listening to this video, and if you do have any more questions, then please contact me on plarkin@rodingvalley.net if you have any more questions about remote learning or anything else that you would like to ask me, and I'm always here to help you with that. So just a reminder, Google Classroom, Google Mail and Google Calendar will really, really help navigate your remote learning day. Thank you very much again, and good luck with everything. Obviously, all teachers are here to help you at Roding Valley. Thank you.